In this video, I'll show you how to work with check documents. In UAE and GCC countries, check remains one of the major cashless payment instruments. Therefore, I'll show you how you can handle checks with FirstBit. The functionality is available if the check accounting option is selected under Administration, Settings, Money modules. The main types of document used for handling checks are check received, check issued, and check cancellation. And you can find these documents under Money module. Check received document is used to record check received to your company as a payment from customer, refund, loan repayment installment, whereas check issued document has to be used to record check issued by your company as a payment of salary to an employee, payment to supplier, refund to customers, loan or loan repayment installments. Check cancellation is a document used to record checks which are considered void. To know more about check cancellation, kindly refer the video how to clear or cancel a check. I shall show you an example of a document using check receipt. To create a new check receipt document, open the document and click on Create option. Once the form opens, in the main tab, choose the transaction type from the drop-down, that is, from customers to register the customer payments made by check, from suppliers to register the return of funds based on purchase returns or debit memos made by check. Return of prepaid employee business expenses should be chosen to register the return of funds earlier issued to the employees for the business expenses, or employee loan payment to register the repayment of funds borrowed by an employee when made by check, or choose others to register the funds added to the cash account as a result of other transaction type. In this example, I will create a check document with transaction type from customer. On this main tab, the following are required: the customer, the clearing date, the check number, amount, and the entity type. In the customer's field, specify a company or another legal entity from whom the payment is received, or choose from the drop-down. In the cash flow item field, specify the cash flow item associated with customer payment to be able to analyze the cash flow later. In the clearing date field, specify the date starting which you can cash this check. In the check number field, specify the number printed on the check. In the amount field, specify the amount drawn in check received from the customer and select the currency of the check. You can apply this amount to the multiple documents of this customer on the Payment Details tab. The effective exchange rate with respect to the national currency is shown to the right of the field. At the amount, in the taxation fields, choose the relevant taxation type. In the entity tab, select an entity of your company for which this document is being prepared. The basis field is auto-populated if this check receipt was created on the basis of a document of the following types, that is, customer order, consignee report, fixed asset sales, or invoices. If needed, you can select the document manually using the option Select. Once the basis document is selected, you can fill the details from the basis document to this document automatically by using the option Fill by Basis. Once the main tab is filled, move on to the Payment Details tab. Here you can provide information about the document associated with the check received, transaction details, and information on the exchange rate used for the document. There is a switch for changing the display mode, which is located to the right on this tab. There are following two options. Single row mode. By default, this option is applied. Use this mode if the check is applied only to a single document. Use the mode table to apply the check amount to multiple documents, either using pick or fill option. Let's use the single row mode to record this transaction. In this example, I'll show you for the advanced option. Select yes if this received check is intended as a customer prepayment for the services or goods that will be provided later. In the contract field, specify a customer contract to which this check is related. If the contract currency is different from the check currency, the system will recalculate the amount shown in the accounts amount field based on the specified exchange rate. The GL account shown to the right of this field are the accounts that will be used for generating the journal entries of the document. And these accounts can be changed using the drop-down option and can be selected from the existing list of GL accounts. Once done, in the document field, which is available only if the check is not an advance payment, you should select a document that will be paid with this check. Accounts rate and accounts factor fields are populated automatically according to the contract currency rate with respect to the national currency on the document date. The accounts field amount shows the amount that will be paid with the received check. In the order field, specify specify a customer order to which this check is related to. In the Proforma Invoice field, specify an invoice related to the received check. In the Project field, specify the project linked to this check. In the VAT percentage field, which is available for advance payments, you can view the VAT rate applicable to the advance payment. The VAT amount field, also available once the advance option is selected, is populated with the VAT amount calculated in the national currency for the advance amount. In case the payment details tab is in a table mode, the columns are populated as you add the document. In the payment amount column, specify the partial amount of the check amount which will be applied to the particular contract, documents, and project. If the received amount is applied to multiple projects and planning documents, the total amount displayed at the bottom shows the total must be equal to the sum in the payments account column. Once this tab has failed, move on to the additional information tab. Here you can provide the additional information about this check. In the accepted form field, you can specify the company or person from whom the check was received. Additionally, in the transaction content or transaction remarks, you can specify any relevant details as required. Once all the details are filled, check the tabs and then post the document. That's how you can create the post-dated check receipt. Similarly, check received with different transaction type and check issued can be created in the database. To know how to clear this check in future, kindly refer the video how to clear or cancel a check from the playlist. Thanks for watching the video.